Welcome to Business of Design. Business of Design is the world's best business training for interior design professionals like you. If you're ready to implement an exact business model for running a streamlined, profitable business, field tested by thousands of design professionals around the world, head to businessofdesign.com and get started today. It's time to dramatically improve your business and transform your life. Business of Design. There's only one.
Hey, you fabulous interior design professional. Welcome back. Business of Design, where we don't just survive the design industry, we dominate it with smarts, with systems, with a splash of SaaS. And today's episode I named, Do You Want Fries with That? Not because we are shifting to fast food, but we are talking about something equally delicious, if you ask me, which is upselling and cross-selling. It happened last night that I was doing a coaching call with someone I work with from Australia. She said business is slow. We're hearing that a lot. So I said to her, the number one place to get more business is with your current clients. Have you thought about expanding the projects you're working on? And it's amazing how this one's been in business a long time. She was kind of like, oh, I hadn't thought of that. And I know what that feels like. You get so busy. You think I can barely do what I'm doing on this particular project. I don't know that I can add to it. Or you feel guilty thinking maybe you're going to talk the clients into something they don't want. Well, I've never talked clients into doing anything they didn't want to do or anything that wasn't amazing for them. So upselling and cross-selling. That's what we're going to talk about on this episode. Cheryl's going to pop in with some quick announcements and we're going to jump right into the show.
Thanks, Kimberly. Well, I do have a bit of an announcement today. On Tuesday, October 21st, we are running a free webinar where we're going to teach you 5 profit moves you can't afford to ignore because it's enough already. It's time to stop working harder for less and start making your business truly work for you. And we want to dive deep into that. It's a 1-hour free webinar where we're going to cover 5 powerful strategies that increase profit without the constant pressure to bring in more revenue. So if you're interested, please sign up. It is free to attend, but you do need to register. Again, registration is in the event section on businessofdesign.com, and we would love to have you join us. And we're going to identify some money-making opportunities to increase profit. We're going to actually talk about AI and smart systems to streamline your operations, cut waste, and start saving some time. We're also going to shift your mindset around profitability and embrace the truth, which is that being profitable isn't greedy. It's essential to sustainability and long-term success in your business. So again, head to the website, businessofdesign.com, and sign up. We would love to have you join us. It's free, but you do need to register. So check that out. And then I feel like I say this a lot about the support you get within membership, but I feel that it's worth repeating. I actually had a call the other day, and it wasn't a scheduled call. I sat down on my computer in the morning and I had an email from a member, and most of the inquiries I get, I can shoot off a quick answer because it's clarifying our systems and looking for just how to apply that in their business. The trickier questions are when a member deviates from the systems, or they're just starting with Business of Design and they've already been doing something a certain way and they need help with that. So I got an email from a long-term member. She had been a member for about 2 years, and this was the first time that she had emailed me with an inquiry. And it was a project that she started, or when she first started with Business of Design. It had been going on for over 2 years. And so her question was about something that she had done outside our systems. And it was a lengthy email, but I had questions in order to be able to help. And I picked up the phone and called her. And she was shocked that I picked up the phone and called her, that she was actually hearing from me to talk about the issue that she was having. We say that running a design firm is 20% creative, 80% business. It's kind of the same with anything that you're learning, any program that you choose to take, but with a Business of Design membership, learning and taking the courses, it's really only 20%. The other 80% is actually implementing it in your business. And we really do hold your hand every step of the way. The systems are there, they're written, they're repeatable. You just need to implement them. But we really are here for support. Again, the first thing I do every morning is sit down and reply to those member inquiries that I receive. And every once in a while, if I have questions, if something is deviated off process and a conversation is better, I do pick up the phone and call members from time to time to have those conversations. Sometimes I do direct to join us for the BOD Live, the monthly coaching, which is when you get access to Kimberley. But we don't want to hold up your progress. If you are a longtime member, if you're a new member, trust that you receive support every step of the way. Reach out to me, Cheryl at businessofdesign.com. Again, we want to help you implement. We want to make sure you are clear on everything that you are learning in order to implement. And we really are here to support you every step of the way. So don't wait 2 years to take advantage of that part of membership. We have longtime members that I hear from every few months, and they really do keep up their membership for that available spot coaching. It's pretty inexpensive one-on-one coaching when you do take advantage of being able to email us and ask questions as you go. We would just love to see you within membership. If you're already a member, if you're a longtime member, thank you. And I would love to hear from you. Let me know what it is you're working on in your business. If you have questions, by all means, I am here to support you. Reach out to me. Again, Cheryl, CHERYL, at businessofdesign.com.
Okay, cross-selling, upselling. What the heck is it, and why does it matter to you? And more importantly, is it really going to add value and boost profits? And can I do it without feeling sleazy or pushy? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here, because the answer is yes, 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 yes. So let's just start with the basics. What is upselling and cross-selling, and what do they actually accomplish? Because that's important, right? When we design, we don't just decorate rooms, we build and renovate homes. Anyone who's been through a renovation knows this. The wrong windows or doors can undo months of planning. They affect how light falls, how the space functions, even how a family feels when they walk in the door. As designers, we're not just picking fabrics and finishes. We're making foundational choices that shape the way people live. That's why Renewal by Andersen created their interior designer loyalty program. It's not just about ordering doors and windows. It's about giving us the tools and support we need to keep our projects running smoothly. Because when the logistics are handled, we can stay focused on what matters, creating homes that truly work for our clients. The best part? You don't have to go it alone. With a dedicated Renewal by Andersen contact on your side, you've got an expert partner who makes sure the right product shows up at the right time. Projects stay on track, deadlines are met, and the stress dial gets turned way down. Plus, you'll earn rewards and receive exclusive discounts along the way. We build homes. Let Renewal by Andersen help you build them better. Apply today at renewalbyandersendesigners.com. Subject to program terms and conditions. So upselling is when you guide your client toward a more premium product or service than they initially planned. So they're thinking KitchenAid appliances, but you just did this amazing seminar at Miele, and you're like, if you've never considered this product, let me tell you something about it. Now, cross-selling is a little bit different. It's when you recommend items or services that complement, right, add to, enhance, harmonize with what they're already buying. So it might be that you are purchasing all new outdoor furniture for the patio, and you say, what would really make this area rock is an outdoor fire pit. That would change everything. Upselling and cross-selling work together, and they can turn your basic design job that's a small or a medium project into a big project. But more importantly, they can turn this whole project into something that's an elevated experience for your clients, right? It will bring in more revenue, yes, but I've never had a client be annoyed that I suggested to upsell or cross-sell. Sometimes they say no, but frequently they say yes. And often when they say yes, they say, I'm so glad you thought of that. I would have wanted to do that anyway, right? So here's a reality check. We hear this a lot from designers. I'm not really a salesperson. Well, you are. And it's just as well that you accept that and you own it. Let's just say that maybe up to this point, you haven't been comfortable thinking of yourself as a salesperson. But when you are a service provider like an interior design professional, 100% you are in sales. Period. You sell your services, and come on, let's be real. Most designers undervalue themselves here. You sell your expertise and your creative ideas, which clients don't always understand. You kind of have to massage it and paint a picture, right? And then you sell actual products. You sell furniture and lighting and tile and hardware and finishes. The list goes on. More importantly, I think you sell experiences, right? You're not so much selling the kitchen as you are selling like your client in the kitchen with her grandkids making Christmas cookies, which is something she loves to do. But here's the thing. You do have to do all this if you want to run a profitable business, and I know you do. You have to do all this with clarity, with confidence, and I think integrity is really, really important. So it's not about manipulation. It's not about passively leading your clients to make decisions that are going to be better for them. It's really about telling them, if this were my house, if this were my project, I'd want to add the following thing, or I'd want to upgrade in this following way. Clients will thank you for those smart opinions down the road, because we're not here to design rooms as much as we are here to curate the result and the experiences that they're going to have in those rooms. So we want to provide solutions. We want to be the person that they turn to for all things. Cross-selling and upselling do lead in every case. I can't think of a case where they don't lead to better results. When your client upgrades the area rug, you've talked her out of the Wayfair area carpet and you've purchased a beautiful Persian wool carpet from a local supplier, or you've talked her out of the sconces from the Home Depot, God forbid, and you've decided that she can't live without the Holly Hunt sconces. You have really provided that person with something that they can be excited of, proud of, because when your clients hire you, they probably have reached a certain place in their lives and they want to feel good about that. They want to feel good about the investment. So you're actually providing them with things that they can talk to their friends about and say, I wasn't thinking of doing these sconces, but Kimberly thought they would be amazing. And now I'm so glad I did. It doesn't mean you have to upsell on everything. But you certainly want to be strategic by providing your clients with better service. And then the result is, of course, you make more money, but you also have a better portfolio, right? Your website looks better.
This episode is brought to you by Aquavado and the House of Roll Studio in Toronto. Aquavado is a trade-focused plumbing showroom designed to support interior designers with expert product guidance, educational support, and concierge-level service. Inside, the House of Roll studio has created selections of Perrin and Rowe, Roll, Shaw's, Victoria and Albert, Emtech, and Schwab. Learn more at aquavado.com/designers. That's AQUAVATO.com/designers.
The other thing that's really key here is that this is a way for you to grow profit without putting in more time. And time is a limited resource. I don't know where you are in your life, but I'm at the stage of life where I feel like I don't have enough time to do all the things I want to do. I feel that I'm running out of time. And so I do want to maximize the amount of profit I can make on every job, because I have my sights set on one day complete retirement and handing the reins over to somebody else, which is going to be really exciting. But I want to make sure that I can continue in the lifestyle I become accustomed to. So, I think for me, getting comfortable and more confident talking to clients about what I would do if it were my home has been a big part of how I became comfortable being a salesperson. You're already in their home, you're already working on the project. The extra margin that you're going to pull in from cross selling and upselling doesn't really require more site visit. It's just, or site visits rather. It just requires that you have the confidence to direct your client to do these things. Suggesting upgrades shows you're thinking big picture. You're not just somebody who is an administrative assistant. You're the CEO of this transformation, if you will. So I will frequently with clients use language such as, let's say the client says, "Oh, I saw this great sofa at Restoration Hardware." And I will say, "Well, that's a pretty good sofa. There's no question about it. But I think there's a better sofa for you. And I would like you to think about this better sofa." Or I might say, I'm going to propose the best sofa money can buy, and here's why. So I can make a compelling case out of good, better, best frequently, and I will often kind of use that technique. I also will always suggest additional sets of bedding, extra sets of placemats, things that the client might not be thinking about, but would probably want as part of the procurement phase. And I suppose you could think of that as I never think of that as upselling. I just think of that's what we do during the procurement phase. In addition to offering more product, think about follow-up services that could really enhance what you do. You might be thinking right now, like my client in Australia was, that it's a little bit slow and I don't like that feeling. And right now it's summer. It's beautiful summertime. So it's a really good time to talk to clients about a spring refresh, right? They're probably not ready to jump onto a big decorating project at the end of August, but they might be thinking, you know what? Next spring, I'm going to be ready for this. Or it could be a good time for you to start talking about what about holiday decorating? If we feel that it's a little bit slow in December, for us, it sometimes is. If we feel like we might not have enough work in the pipeline for the holidays, frequently in October, we'll start talking to clients about whether or not they want us to do their decorating for the holidays. I think it's really important to also always expect scope creep. So right away, just bake flexibility into scope, leave room for upgrades and price accordingly. That's why I never like to do a flat fee that can't be relooked at. I guess the bottom line is for me, and I'm speaking for myself, I always felt that I had to apologize for suggesting better solutions. But the reality is that's my job. I don't want the budget to shut down a conversation or to eliminate possibilities. I'll allow the client to do that, but I don't want a generic number to do that. So I want to be able to propose to the clients, look, you told me you want your family to go wow at the holidays. And I'm telling you, this light fixture is wow. I think we should splurge on this light fixture. If we need to cut back on something else, we can. And often if you're feeling confident and you propose it in such a way that it's obvious you're passionate about it, your clients will go for it. I also think that visuals help sell upgrades. So you might want to just pull out a picture of that beautiful thing you're thinking of adding, and that might get them to say yes. The reality is we already are wearing 25 hats, right? Sales is just one more, but it's one that can unlock so much profitability. And quite honestly, it can unlock better jobs, better results, better clients. So next time you're working on a project, no matter how busy you are, no matter how firmly the client has proposed what they want to spend to you, it's okay. Suggest options that will upgrade the project and really make your clients say, wow, that's what you're hired for, right? They want your opinion. They want to know what would Kimberly do? What would you do? Because I hired you. So, do you want fries with that? It works at McDonald's and it works in design too. Only these fries don't make you fat, which is really good. At least I think that's good. So thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope that this episode lit a fire under your business mindset. I hope that you will go to your projects this week, look around and say, what can I add? How can I increase this? I don't want this project to end. So is there a room I should be suggesting we do next? Can we add outdoor furniture or landscaping? What about the holidays? Are there other services I can provide for these great clients? If you're hungry for more no-nonsense tools and strategies, come back to Business of Design. The fact of the matter is we don't think sales is a dirty word, and we don't think you should be shy or apologetic about being profitable. This is a business. You deserve to earn the kind of money that will give you the lifestyle you desire. Until next time, stay well. It's good that you're here because I need you in my life.